грязно на пролетел. Мне кажется, что
Feature engineer, and he will be giving you the tour of the fountains and some information. And if you have questions, he's willing to answer any questions you may have also. Thanks, Bill.
How you guys doing today?
Fine.
This is Curtis. He's one of our front feature engineers. We have a staff of 35 full-time employees that work. We have 4 separate shifts. We run 7 days a week, 365 days a year in order to maintain the facility that you see behind you. The fountains of Bellagio have been called the 8th wonder of the world. Okay, we are very proud. 6 months ago, we were designated as the #1 tourist destination in Las Vegas, and we unseated Mother Nature 6 months ago, moving the Grand Canyon from #1 to #2. What you see behind you is 8.5 acres of the most expensive real estate in the world that the fountains of Bellagio consume. Okay, we have 22.5 million gallons of water, and we have I would totally brain dead here. We have 4 different kinds of water emitting devices in the lake. We have mini shooters, super shooters, extreme shooters, and oarsmen, along with a state-of-the-art fog system. And what I'm going to do is, if I can get everybody to turn their attention to the water, I'm going to start to demonstrate some of these devices.
Wow.
Super.
5 pounds per square inch of air pressure, and it shoots approximately 75 feet in the air. Can you give me a burst on the ring on the minis, please? The next device we're going to demonstrate is going to be a super shooter. It operates on up to 240 pounds per square inch. It will launch water over 200 feet in the air. Can I have a single super, please? Can I have all supers, please? Going to display for you is an extreme shooter. It is the newest addition to the fountains. It operates on 500 pounds of pressure. It'll launch water 460 feet in the air. To get an idea of how high that is, to get an idea of 460 feet, if you'll turn your attention to the top of the hotel, the very top of the cupola is 330 feet. We're going to launch water 130. We have 208 of these machines in the water, okay? And this is what we choreograph with the music, okay? We have 798 mini shooters, 192 super shooters, and 16 extreme shooters. We'll show you all and working things. And can you then bring up the fog? Now we have a fog system in the lake. It's state of the art. It operates on 2,200 pounds of pressure. It has 5,000 jets on it to create our fog. We can create fog at such a rate we can turn the Paris into London in less than 5 minutes. Fog structure has just come up, and any minute now we're going to have fog. Can I get fog at 100%, please? Cancel fog. Can you go ahead and use this time for all the shields and what have you that are in the lake to come up into the operating position? Also gives the computer time to download all this information. A neat fact about the fountains is every piece of equipment in the lake has a specific address. Every piece of equipment knows its address, and during the show, every piece of equipment gets every single command that the computer holds, and it looks for its address. And when that command with its address comes by, it grabs that information, stores it, executes it, and then releases it and waits for its next command. Okay? To get a show. Okay? We have 30 shows in the computer, and we have plans to start adding 8 shows a year for the next 4 years.
Good plan.
Yeah. Some of the neat facts about the fountains is the water in the lake is tied into our fire suppression system. So in the event that we had a catastrophic fire on property, we could draw off the lake and extinguish the fire. There's not enough room in the hotel, in the rooms, to hold the amount of water that we have out in the lake. So we're going to kill the fire.
Yeah, that's pretty
Okay.
smart.
The other thing is we have a contract with the Clark County Fire Department that if any of our surrounding properties were to be in distress, they have permission to come in and throw hoses in the lake and pump the water from the lake to fight any fire that there may be along Las Vegas Boulevard. We're in a drought area, being that we're in the desert. We have the capability of taking our gray water from the hotel, which is sinks and showers, running it through our state-of-the-art RO system, converting it to drinking quality water, and then putting it in the lake if we need to supply additional waters for the lake. And at the present time, we do not have that system in operation, and we are totally self-sufficient from the drinking water system. approximately $4.5 million a year. Okay, that's a huge cost to a property such as this. Okay, but then again, it does generate room revenue. If you look behind you, we have all these Lakeview rooms. So we generate approximately $9 million a year in additional room revenue by having the fountain in the front. So we are a plus $4.5 million a year by just having this feature out front. Not to mention, every time this runs at night, you see the traffic on Las Vegas Boulevard will come to a stop. The pedestrian traffic migrates in front of this property, and when the show ends, those pedestrians that are now in front of the property funnel into both our front doors. Okay, and they go in here and they patronize all of the shops in the mall. They go into the conservatory, and they end up patronizing the casino as well as the restaurants and what have you. So there was a stroke of genius when the plan for this particular feature was originally laid out. Steve Wynn, who built the property, had seen the dancing waters at Walt Disney World. He was so impressed that he said, I want to duplicate that here. And he did his research, found the company that had built that facility in Florida, and they called them here. Now, of course, they had the architectural models for this property, and Wet Design out of Southern California came out, and they were the contractor responsible for what you see before you. And they brought their scale model in, and they placed it into the architectural concept of this property. Steve Wynn came, reviewed it, said, yeah, that's real great, but it's got to be bigger. So they went back to the drawing board, and they came back with something that was now dwarfed what was in Florida. And they put that into the concept. Steve Wynn came in, he looked at it again, and he went, we're getting closer, but it needs to be bigger. So they went back to the drawing board a third time. They brought it back, they placed that in front of the model. Steve Wynn says, you almost have it, make it bigger. So on the fourth attempt, this is what they brought back. And as you can tell, it definitely foots the bill.
Steve Wynn